Ba 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 bum bum ba dum ba dum bum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum 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 ba dum ba ba dum. Aha! I made it! Holy shit! All right, how's it going, everyone? My name is Cowboys. I'm the host of Panthers Place. Today, so I can get more practice getting back into streaming, we're going straight into the 4 o'clock slate of games. We are going to be going over the Commanders at Cowboys. The Commanders have now just kicked it away, get it at 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25 to the 30, sending the sidelines to the 40, and he's knocked it out of bounds right about the 44. Cavante Turpin on the return there. And now we have kickoff. All right. As you can see, we have a very special thing that we have going on here. We have the bingo board. Bingo board. I do this pretty much every time I do a game stream. It's just a different little thing to have going on while we have, the game being played. It's fun. I enjoy it. Prescott directly under center. Back in the backfield. Takes the handoff. Fakes the handoff. And, he was trying to get a screen over to Javonte Williams, but the defender got in the way of it, knocked it down incomplete. Bring up 2nd and 10. All right, you're going to have to excuse me for a second. I'm running real quick. My kitchen's right here. I got food over here. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's so fucking hot. Quick run by Javonte Williams. He's going to gain about 8 yards on the carry. Oh, sorry about that. Didn't get a chance to eat in between the interim. So I have a quick little frozen meal right here. Nah, but okay, we're back. We're good. We are relaxed and chilling. 3rd and 1. They gave him a full 9 yards on the carry there. Prescott back to his left, takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Javonte Williams real quick, and he gets it to CeeDee Lamb. 1st down. Oh, my God. Running around like a chicken with its head cut off recently. Quick fake handoff to Javonte Williams again, gets it down to Ferguson, gets about 5 yards on the catch and run there. And to help my throat, a chocolatey dairy beverage. Because I'm losing my voice. Ooh, all right. Prescott back to his left is Williams. In shotgun. Takes a snap. Prescott stepping up in the pocket, throwing deep downfield, going for George Pickens. Ew! Knocked away, but there's a flag. Marshawn Lattimore in coverage on George Pickens towards the end zone. Looked like it may have just been an underthrown ball, but I think we're about to get defensive pass interference. I thought it was clean defense. Let me look at it again. We're seeing the replay now. He turned his head around, but I guess when he was attacking the ball, he wasn't, so I can see it. I think it's more of an underthrown ball that they just call DPI on, but it's a call. That puts our first thing on the bingo board, though. I'm pretty sure I have defensive PI. Yes, I do. So defensive pass interference is on the bingo board as of right now, and because that was a call in the end zone, they should get it at they have it on the 2-yard line. And there's already more flags. Oh, wait, no. They do not have another flag. The Commanders have used their first timeout already, not even 2 minutes into the game. This sucks. Yeah, that just kind of sucks. First and goal now. Hand off to Javonte Williams, who will get the touchdown. That's on the bingo board. And that means I have to go ahead and change the home team score to 6. Whew. Aubrey on for the extra point. The kick is up, and it is good. Dallas takes a 7-0 lead to start. Oh, excuse me. I'm so hungry. We're on a commercial, though, between kickoff, so we're good. Whew, there we go. That's a nice jersey. Yeah, I know why you like this jersey. I know why you like this jersey. There we go. It's been a while since I've worn this jersey, actually. I was looking for my Sam Mills jersey, but I think it's still in a box, so. Decided to pull out the classic McCaffrey. I was definitely going to wear my my Sam Mills salute the service jersey, but I just couldn't find it in time. I have a couple of different like odd jerseys though that I can wear throughout the year. No update on Bryce Young yet. It looked like he twisted his ankle trying to evade a sack, but nothing like long term update wise. Canales is currently on the podium, so we'll see if he says anything about it. All we know is that it's some sort of ankle injury. That's about it. It's probably going to be a twisted ankle sprain. I hope to God it doesn't keep him out for long. We're not going to win many games with Andy Dalton as our quarterback. But Brandon Aubrey's kick over to the Commanders is underway. Gets it to Luke McCaffrey on the return to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. Has an open space, 45, and he's 35, and down at around a 39-yard line. Whew. All right. 1st and 10 for the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels with a back to his left. Takes the snap, the handoff, and Bill goes ahead and grabs about 8 yards. Good first run for Bill right there, who we do have a bingo point for. If Bill goes ahead and gets us a touchdown, we'll put that on the board. 2nd and 2 now. Daniels looking to throw, dumps it off real quick to Bill. He's making a man miss. Oh no, the linebacker was able to wrap him up enough and bring him down for about a yard lost. Bring up 3rd and short again. All right. Daniels now in shotgun by himself without all of his top targets. Takes a snap. They rush only 3. Throws incomplete. He was trying to get it to Luke McCaffrey. He wants a flag. And the Commanders' offense is staying out on the field. I have an opportunity for, I have turnover on downs on the bingo board too, but let's see if they can actually convert this 4th and 3. They need to make it to the 49-yard line to get a new set of downs. Daniels putting McCaffrey in motion. Oh, no. Flags. It's a false start. I think that was on Sam Cosme, the right guard. False start. Do I have that on the bingo board? Do I not have false start on the bingo board? Oh, I don't have it on this one. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. Usually that's on the bingo board. Shuffle screwed us this time. No false start on this bingo board. Unless I'm just blind. That's also possible. So now Tressway is on the punt. Kick is away around a 30-yard line. A long kick that has a fantastic bounce. Oh, and he grabs it at the half-yard line. A fantastic special teams play by the Washington Commanders. Number 35, Butler, treading the line for the goal line. It is the most perfect special teams play I've seen in a while. That was a beauty. That was a great play by the Washington Commanders special teams there. Butler was able to get it down there. It had the perfect bounce. And as it started to bounce back towards the end zone, he dances the line of the end zone and is able to keep it and pretty much down them on the half-yard line. Not even just the one. Ball will be on the half-yard line. That's crazy. All right, we're good. Oh, I was like losing steam towards the end of my own game. But after getting some food in me, sitting around here, we're good. I'm back to normal. Mostly normal. I'm not that normal. Oh my god. All right. At the half-yard line, Prescott under center. Take the snap. They're trying to get him in. They might have a safety. They do. They have a safety. The defensive line of the Commanders break through the offensive line of the Cowboys to stop Javonte Williams before he makes it out of the end zone, and we have a safety tonight. The first point on the board for the Commanders is 2. And that would be Daron Payne, able to get Javonte Williams and wrap him up before he's able to break the goal line. That's a hell of a play there. Oh, they had a tight end on Daron Payne there to try and keep him out of the end zone. That's not going to work. That's not going to work. That's a big man. Payne gets it. And now the Cowboys are going to have to do a safety punt back over to the Commanders. That was one hell of a play. All possible because 35 on the Commanders made that fantastic special teams play. Oh my God. I love Daron Payne. I wish he was on my team. Daron Payne next to Derek Brown. Oh, love that. All right. Brandon Aubrey goes ahead and kicks it away. It's taken at the end zone, and it will be a touchback. All right. So Washington's getting the ball back after forcing the safety. Wish I had that on the bingo board tonight, too. Sometimes we have safety come up. For the bingo boards, the way I create them is that I switch up, player specific for each team, have some of those guys in there, and I have a mix of, field goals happening and common penalties that we'll see. I also realized that we don't even have roughing the passer on this bingo card. We already have defensive PI called in this game. We had a false start. We had that bingo last time for the Panthers bingo, but it did not happen for this card. It got shuffled out. So now here we are, 1st and 10. Jaden Daniels breaks the huddle. Play clock at 17. 11:23 left to go in the first quarter. Bill Krosky, Bill Krosky-Merritt is behind him in the pocket. Play clock at 5. Takes a snap. Hand off to Bill. Bill looking for a hole. He finds one. Able to get there and get about 9 yards on the carry. Ezra Raku was able to mess with his legs a bit to make sure he didn't run free. I mean, the Panthers showed, and so far every other game they played, this Cowboys defense is not great. You can run over them. 2nd and 1. Hand off to Bill again. No, Jaden Daniels kept it, and he's going to make it to the first down marker. Maybe half a yard short. Depends on where they spot him, and it looks like they will spot him short. So they do spot him short. It'll be 3rd and inches coming up here. 10:26, 10:25, 10:24, 10:23, 10:22 for any time sinks out there. Daniels now. Bill's behind him. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Bill. Bill looking for it, and he's able to get the first down. The pile pushes him for a yard or 2 extra. Just a straight run up the middle. Able to get the first down. So now we have 1st and 10 for the Commanders after that. 9:50 left to go in the first quarter. Taking a look at Cliff Kingsbury, the offensive coordinator for the Commanders. Commanders are running a lot of the same sets here, only moving receivers around. Daniels with Bill behind him. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff to Krosky Merritt. Throws downfield, and he gets into number 19. Going down the field, he's going to go down the edge of the line. He's at the 5. That's Chris Moore, number 19 for the Washington Commanders. But there is a flag. Let's see what's going on here. It's defensive holding, which is declined. And that was a beautiful pass and a beautiful route by Chris Moore, able to get away from Marquise Bell. Good running there by Jaden Daniels. Good throw on the run. And a good scheme to get Chris Moore open. They're going to have to do a lot of that to get their guys open, since these aren't the top guys on their roster. But now Bill's to the right of Daniels. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Bill. Moving his way forward, pushing the pile, and gains about 4. They'll bring up 2nd and goal. Made it across the 5-yard line. All right, 2nd and goal. Bill to the right of Daniels in shotgun. Takes a snap. Daniels looking to throw. Has pressure coming up the middle. Rolling out to his right. Makes a man miss. And he's just going to go out of bounds. It'll probably count as a sack there. Loss of about 1 yard. Coming up on 3rd and goal now at the 5-yard line, we have Daniels with a back to his right. He's in shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen, 1 at the top. Takes a snap. Dallas rushes 3. They have a spy on Daniels. Throws, end zone, touchdown, Zach Ertz. Zach Ertz finds the open area of the end zone when his quarterback needed him the most. 8-7 Commanders. And it looks like they are planning to go for 2 to make it a 10-7 game if they make it. Back to the left of Daniels now. 2 wide receivers in this set. Daniels takes a snap, fakes the handoff, has blocking by his running back, and he will not make it. Deron Bland with a great open field tackle on Jaden Daniels, and the game will stay where it is. 8-7 Commanders. God, we had 2-point conversion on the bingo board too, and we don't get it. We don't get it. All right, chat. Sorry. Other than water now, I am done shoving my face full of food. Oh, that was good, though. Dollar store air fryable taquitos. That's the move sometimes. That's the move. All right. We're on a commercial break right now, so I'm going to go ahead and check Twitter. Let's see if we have any sort of updates on Bryce Young. All right. Rico Dowdle said he talked to Bryce Young after the game, and Bryce said he was going to be fine. I hope that's true. All right. Not seeing too much more on Bryce Young. Not seeing much. Just seeing the Rico Dowdle said that Bryce said he'll be fine. All right. All right. I'm feeling okay about that then. If Bryce Young's going to be all right, we'll be okay. All right, kickoff back over to the Cowboys now. And oh, it looks like the kickoff went out of bounds. And by the new rules, they will be coming out to the 40. So a fantastic starting field position for what's it called? Dallas. I almost forgot the city that the Cowboys play in. I'm so stupid. All right. 1st and 10 now for Prescott and company. Back to his right is Javonte Williams. Takes a snap. Looking to throw this time. Big throw going for George Pickens. Caught! Holy shit! A fantastic grab by Pickens. What a throw and catch. Dak Prescott is having a fantastic year, putting the ball exactly where it needs to be all the time. Prescott looking to throw again. Commanders rush 4. Throws middle of the field, incomplete. Good coverage there against number 1. Who's that? That's Tolbert, isn't that? Yeah, Tolbert for the Cowboys. That was Amos on the coverage against George Pickens. It was just a beautifully put ball, pretty much right only where Pickens could get it. Hell of a catch there. 2nd and 10 after the incomplete pass, though. 7:06 left to go in the first. Prescott with the back to his right. Javonte Turpin in motion. It's a handoff to his running back. Javonte Williams gains about 6. Six-yard rush there for Javonte Williams. It'll bring up 3rd down and manageable for the Dallas Cowboys. 350, 349, not 3. God damn, my brain's not working today. 644, 643, 642, 641, 640 for any time sinks. 3rd and 3 coming up now. Play clock at 15. Prescott now with Javonte Williams to his left. Takes a snap. Commanders rush 5. Pressure coming. He throws and he's able to... incomplete. He was trying to get it to CeeDee Lamb. And CeeDee Lamb is broken up by Mike Sanistril, I believe. Prescott doing a good job weaving in and out of the pocket. He gets it to CD, and it was just a good pass breakup by Sanistril. Okay. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm not too sure. It's 4th and 3 now. Another chance for turnover on downs on the bingo board. Because they are going for it. Play clock at 7. Back to his right. Prescott. He's just trying to get him to jump. Nope, we're not going to get it. And Dallas will call the timeout instead of taking the delay of game. They're just trying to get him to jump. That sucks. Brandon Aubrey's coming out now for the field goal attempt. Put them up by 2 over the Commanders. If they get a field goal, we at least have that on the bingo card too. And hey, that means our diagonal would have to be both quarterbacks throwing an interception. Could happen. Who knows? All right, so on 4th and 3, the Cowboys have elected to use a timeout before delay of game to now set up a Brandon Aubrey field goal. It is a 47-yard attempt. The kick is up, and my God, is he automatic? Because it is good. There's now 10. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I'm trying to move the football. There we go. 10-8 Dallas. All right, let's grab home team score. There we go. Okay, fix that. I also got it. There we go. Oh. We're on a commercial right now, so you're not missing a thing. OBS, you good? Okay, OBS is good. That's great. All right. I moved my phone, which is currently helping boost my connection. So that was scary for a second. Almost lost y'all there. I'm just trying to check my fantasy team on my phone real quick. See how fantasy's going. Probably not great. Yeah, it's not going great for me. Yeah, starting Rico Dowdle wasn't too bad. Got pretty good work out of Fitzgerald. Yeah, I had a pretty bad showing from a lot of my guys. But I also didn't leave a lot of points on the bench so far, so just not my week. Just not my week. It's fine, though. It'll be all right. Ding. Oh. All right, back to the game now. We're at 6:14 to go in the first quarter. Brandon Aubrey about to kick it off back over to the Commanders. All right, Aubrey's kick over to Commanders is underway. Grabs it at the 5 to the 10 to the 15 to the 20 to the 25. Gets a good block, and oh no, they got a good tackle on him, and he stumbles his way close to the 29 and 30. Flag on the play. What's the penalty? Let me see. Oh, a personal foul for tripping, not on the bingo board. Oh, that's the old bingo card. We don't need that anymore. Oh, that was not tripping. All right, 1st and 10. Bill right behind Jaden Daniels. Drive starting at the 13-yard line. It's a handoff to Bill, who's only going to be able to gain about 2 yards on the first rush, maybe 3. A good second effort may have gotten him an extra yard. All right. They gave him a full 4 yards there, and wait, now the officials are calling it dead. What's going on here? What's going on? All right. Well, now we have 2nd and 6 after a weird stop and play. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Krosky Merritt, able to get it over to Zach Ertz, who drops it and then gets himself smacked by Bell. Just flat out dropped it. 3rd and 6. There was nothing more to that. He had that ball in his hands, and then he didn't. So now we have 3rd and 6. Jaden Daniels back to his left. Takes a snap. 6 rushers. Gets it to Robbie Chosen, who's only going to be able to get about 4 yards there. Speedster wide receiver who had a fantastic year once with the Carolina Panthers. Only able to get... yeah, he was about a yard or 2 short. They're going to say it's a 4th-and-1, so they're probably going to punt it away here since they're still deep in their own territory. And yeah, here comes Tress Way. Punt's going to end up coming around right around the 13-yard line. Kick is away. Big kick. Turpin takes it right about the 22-yard line, and he's going to be knocked down right about the 26. Good punt, short return. And the Cowboys get the ball back. I also have to Cowboys field goal. There we go. Just so I don't forget. All right. Oh, we're still just waiting for the game to come back. All right, Prescott now under center. Takes a snap, fakes it, the handoff to Javonte Williams. Commanders rush 4. Prescott has time. Deep throw downfield. CeeDee Lamb to the 30, to the 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, welcome back. No flags. Holy shit. What a fantastic play. Great throw by Dak. Good job. Oh my God. The Commanders' defenders actually hit each other. There may have been a chance that they could at least chase CeeDee down, but the dude on CeeDee was hit by his own guy and fell down. And Brandon Aubrey's kick is good. Now, would you look at that? And so far, over on the other games in this slate, we have Indianapolis seems to be giving a good old ass whooping to the Chargers. And we got the Giants up over the Broncos. Interesting. Aubrey kicks it off over back to the Commanders now. Taking it to the 10, to 15, to the 20, to the 25. McCaffrey is going to be tackled down right around the 28-yard line. Why do I have to listen to Tom Brady? All right, Daniels with Bill directly behind him. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Bill, has time in the pocket, throws middle of the field, incomplete. Dropped by his receiver. All right, 2nd and 10 after incomplete pass from the drop from the receiver. Jaden Daniels takes a snap, quick throw to the sideline, incomplete, away from his guy. Misses Chris Moore. All right, 3rd and 10. Daniels by himself in shotgun. Takes a snap. Daniels has pressure coming up the middle, throws, able to get it to his receiver, Robbie Chosen. Knocked out of bounds after a 12-yard gain. 1st down. All right, 1st and 10 to hand off to Krosky Merritt. Bill breaks the first tackle, but he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage, gain maybe about a half a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up now after the short run by Bill Krosky Merritt. Daniels now takes a snap, fakes the handoff. Has time, throws middle of the field, almost intercepted, way overthrew Zach Ertz in the middle of the field. Had him open, but just a terrible overthrow. I think all right, Daniels now at a 3rd and 9, back to his left. Takes a snap. Handoff. No, not a handoff. Why am I saying that? Oh, Robbie Chosen gets it, and it only gains about 5. And the punt team is coming out. Tressway kicks it out. If the gunner down there was able to follow the ball a little bit better, he probably could have downed that at the 1 again. All right, 2:06 left to go in the first quarter. Javonte Williams and Lipke both with Dak. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Javonte Williams, and he gains about 4. Actually, it'll only be about 3. All right, 2nd and 7 now. Prescott under center, back in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, has to make a quick throw to his tight end with the pressure in his face, and the tight end gains about a yard. It's a good throw with the pressure coming straight at Dak, but not much to gain there. All right, 3rd and 5, back to his left. Prescott takes a snap. They rush only 4, and he will be sacked. And his helmet was ripped off, and now there's a flag. Prescott, there's already a flag on the field. Why are you fucking complaining? That is not a penalty. Just a good pass rush move by number 55 on the Commanders. That's his name is Martin. I don't know if it's their first name. It better not be roughing the passer. It is not roughing the passer, you dumb zebra fuck. Jesus Christ. How is that roughing the passer? That was not roughing the passer. He grabbed him on his fucking chest pad and pulled him around, and Dak's fucking helmet is just loose, so it gets pulled off. At the 40 now, Prescott pitches it back to Javonte Williams. No, that's not Javonte. Who's number 23? I'm not sure, but he gets a first down. That is Jaden Blue, number 23 for the Cowboys. Penalty flag. Holding. Huh. All right. After a terrible roughing the passer penalty, it gets called back a little bit by a holding penalty. Prescott now is looking to throw, surveying the field, pressure behind him, and he will be. Oh, he won't be sacked because he gets past the line of scrimmage, but he will be brought down. Brings up second down now, and that was Martin once again getting home to Dak Prescott. All right, let me see here. All right. We're on commercial break now, so we're just going to be waiting to see what happens next. So far on the bingo board, we got a couple things going on here. Already got a Cowboys field goal. Javonte Williams already had a touchdown. And we've had 2 penalties so far. With Dak also already having a touchdown to CeeDee Lamb, we only need one more from him to go ahead and get that Dak Prescott 2 TDs on there. Trying to see what's the most possible one we have here. And it's probably, honestly, it's probably the diagonal that we have here. Both quarterbacks end up throwing an interception. It can happen off of either their error or receiver error, so. Or just a good play by a defense. So these two are probably the most likely out of all of them so far. The middle up down as well was probably not too bad, just because of how games have been going this season. Plenty of missed PATs and field goals. Commanders get a field goal. Kenny Clark sack. Cowboys win. So far, the Cowboys are playing better than the Commanders. It's very possible. I'm not sure which one will actually happen, but it's possible. All right. We're at 2nd and 15 now for the Dallas Cowboys. Back to his left is Jaden Blue. And we'll start with a penalty. It is a false start. We don't have that on this bingo board this time. But that's now, I think, the second false start penalty we've had this game. And that is a false start penalty on Jaden Blue, the running back. That's odd. I don't see that happen very often. Brings up 2nd and 20 now. Prescott back to his left. Tolbert in motion. Dumps it off to CD Lamb on a wide receiver screen, and he has a good amount of blocking. Needs about 10 yards. So with the 10-yard gain, it's still only, they give him 11 yards actually. So it's still 3rd and long, but it makes it much more manageable than what it could have been. Prescott now, Javonte Williams to his left. They rush 4. Prescott looking around. It's hit and incomplete. Good coverage by the Washington Commanders there, not giving Prescott any lane to throw in, and with the pressure coming in, he just had to try to dump it off to his nearest guy. Coverage there was tight too. Falls incomplete. So with 4th and 9 now, they're going to bring on their own punter. That's Brian Anger for the Cowboys. Jalen Lane, the Commanders wide receiver, is back to return. And he calls for a fair catch right at the 10-yard line. All right. So far, this game's pretty good. Jaden Daniels and the Commanders' offense needs to get rolling a little bit more, especially against this poor Cowboys defense. Big yawn. Yep. Big yawn from the Kit Kat over there, too. There we are. All right. I feel like there's already more commercials this game than there were in the last game. What the hell? All right. Now we are back in the game. Commanders have the ball at their 10-yard line. Daniels with Krosky Merritt directly behind him. Takes a snap. It's a handoff to Bill, and he will be tackled by Ezra Raku. Immediately stood up. He's going to lose about 3 yards there. That's Donovan Ezra Raku. One of the first round prospects I wanted the Panthers to take a look at ended up going the second round. Makes a great play there. 2 yards lost on that play. Daniels back to his left. Cowboys showing blitz. Takes a snap. They rush 5. Daniels makes the move himself, and he's going to run it, and he gains about 7. So it'll be 3rd and medium coming up for the Commanders right here. A lot of pressure coming in onto Daniels, so he had to make a run for himself. Daniels now back to his right this time. McCaffrey in motion at the top of the screen. They only rush 4. Daniels has time, dancing around in the pocket, throws deep downfield, caught by Jalen Lane, but there is a flag. There is a flag. So it's defensive holding, so the penalty will be declined. So the big throw to Jalen Lane will count. Good throw there by Jaden Daniels to be able to pick up the first down. They're at the 49-yard line, still in their own territory. Daniels now takes a snap. Cowboys only rush 4. Daniels, not a lot of time anymore. He's taking it himself again. Gains about 6. They actually gave him a whole 7 yards there, so now it's going to be 2nd and 3. Got to make it to the Cowboys' 41-yard line to pick up a new set of downs. Play clock at 10. 11:50 left to go in the second quarter. Cross-game Merritt to Jaden Daniels' right. It's a handoff to Bill, and he just has nowhere to go. Immediately taken down for a 3-yard loss, bring up 3rd and 5. Third and 5 now for the Commanders. Back to his left. Play clock at 4. Takes a snap. They rush 5. Daniels throws incomplete. Trying to get it to Jalen Lane again, and he is just out of sync with his guys. 4th and 5, 10:59 left to go in the second quarter. I'm assuming we're going to see... Oh, it looks like the Commanders' offense is actually staying out there. I was expecting to see the punting unit come here. If they decide to go for this, it's going to be pretty risky. And with the play clock winding down, they're either trying to plan to get them to jump, or they're going to take the delay and get their punter a little bit extra time, a little bit extra space, I mean. And it does look like they're going to take the delay. No, they do snap it. They're looking. Daniels throws incomplete. Zach Ertz, but there is a flag. And it is holding on the offense, which is declined by the Cowboys. The result of the play is a turnover. Turnover on downs on the bingo board, and Cowboys get the ball back. Eberflus is calling a pretty good game as a defensive coordinator right now. All right, I gotta check. I'm seeing a lot of memes about fucking about Tua. How bad was this game? Oh, they lost 31-6 to the Browns. And let's look at Tua's stat. Oh my god, he was benched for Quinn Ewers during the game. 12 for 23 for only 100 yards. And here's the kicker. It is 3 interceptions. Jesus Christ. That's insane. That is crazy. Alrighty. That's pretty bad. Dylan Gabriel didn't even do that great. He just did okay. Probably because I kept getting the ball fucking crazy, crazy close to the fucking goal line. Prescott under center. Williams in the backfield. Making a change at the line now. Pitches it back to Javonte Williams, who has a pretty good amount of blocking, gets past the line of scrimmage and gains about 8. And there's more fucking flags. That's lovely. We love flags. We totally watch the game to watch fucking refs throw flags. Throw flags. All right. Backing up now after a penalty on the last play. It'll be 1st and 19 for the Dallas Cowboys. Prescott in shotgun, back to his left. Killing the play. Moving to his right. Or no, to his left. And it's a handoff to Javonte Williams, who gains a good amount of yardage, about 7-8 yards. Pretty much just gaining back what they lost on the penalty. Dak, quick throw, gets it to CeeDee Lamb, who is going to battle his way forward to try and gain a little bit more yardage, and he will. Makes it 3rd and short now after a gain of about, I'd say, 6 or 7 yards. Third and 2 with 9:28 and counting to go in this second quarter. Prescott's under center. Williams is in the backfield. Holbert moving around on the top of your screen. Fakes the handoff. Prescott has a lot of trouble around him. He's going to run it for him himself, and he will get the first. And there's a flag. We don't want to see your fucking flags. Oh my God. Make it about you, why don't you? Jesus Christ. Oh my God, that was a terrible call. We're not watching this goddamn game to see you throw your little yellow panties around. Prescott's by himself in the backfield now, takes a snap, looking to throw. They only rush 4. Quick throw, middle of the field, caught by Ferguson for the first down. A gain of about 14 yards. They respond after crappy penalties. Prescott's having a great game so far. And the refs are also just going fucking insane. Flag. Prescott directly under center. Tight end in motion. He drops the snap. He fumbles the snap and just falls right on it. Does that count as a fumble? Can I put that on the bingo board? Can I put it on the bingo board? I'm not sure. Does that count as like an actual fumble on his stats? I'm not sure. I hope I can. Oh, that'd be fun. I had that same issue last game because Bryce Young also dropped a snap. Does that count as a snap? Because he picked it up and then dropped it again. Would that count as a fumble? I'll have to check his stats later and see if I can put it on the bingo board. Prescott now in shotgun again, though. Back to his left. Takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Commanders rush 4. Clean pocket. Oh, but it's tipped at the line when he throws. Trying to get to the CD Lamb, but someone got a hand on it. They'll bring up 3rd and 12 for the Dallas Cowboys now. And it was Deron Payne who was able to get a little bit of arm on that ball. Caused it to go a little bit haywire. Third and 12. Commanders rush 4 again. Prescott trying to just dump it off to Javonte Williams, but it seems like Deron Payne again got a hand on it to mess up its flight path. So now we'll bring up 4th and 12. Deron Payne having a very Derek Brown-esque game, getting his hands on all over these balls. Pause. Did not mean it like that. But his hands are all over the balls. Ooh, Brandon Aubrey's on for a 61-yard attempt. The kick is up, and oh my God. It's beautiful, and it's good. My God. Brandon Aubrey. A beautiful kick. Right down the middle. There was no doubt that it was good during its flight. That's insane. Oh no, we're losing so many frames here. Whew. All right, now to the kickoff, and it's a flag already. Lovely. Legal block. Lovely. Daniels now at the 10-yard line, hands it off to Krosky Merritt, who gets like clotheslined, only gains about a yard. Daniels now, and there's a flag. False start. The false start against the Commanders. And so their second down is going to get pushed back. It was the rookie tackle that got called. This game is boring to a fan of football who doesn't care about these two teams because the refs are getting so involved. And it's hard to, it's not that it was a false start. Those are hard to say no to. So now by himself in the backfield, they rush 5, quick throw, middle, and then complete. 13 and third and 13 coming up now. This is a hell of a fucking game. And by a hell of a fucking game, I mean the refs need to just fucking quit it. All right. Third and 13, Daniels by himself. They rush 5. Has to just dump it off to his running back, who is going to have no chance to get to the first down marker. DeRon Bland makes a good open field tackle, and he'll be down short about 2 yards. And here comes Tressway in the punting unit again for the Commanders. All right. And flag? There's a flag. Huh? A false start on the long snapper. All right, 4th and 7 now. After the long snapper false start, he was trying to get them to jump. Tressway, hell of a punt, grabs it right around the 30. And, oh, a good tackle by Martin. Whew. Prescott now, I formation. Hand off to the running back, Blue. Gains about 3. All right. Oh, a little bit of fighting going on between the two players as there was just another quick run. All right. After a little bit of pushing and shoving, it's a 3rd and 3 going for the Dallas Cowboys now. Prescott in shotgun, back to his left, pulling around CeeDee Lamb, changing his position. Takes a snap. They rush 4. Quick throw. CeeDee Lamb caught. First down. Gain of about 6 for a new set of downs for the Dallas Cowboys. We are now at 359, 358, 357, 356, 355 for any time sinks. All right. 1st and 10. Prescott directly under center. Tight end in motion. It's a handoff to the running back, Devontae Williams, who will be immediately tackled down. Frankie Louvu was the first defender to make contact, and they lose about 3. Good defensive play there by the former Panther, Frankie Louvu. Former Jet and former Panther. Had his breakout season with the Carolina Panthers and moved on to join the Commanders last season, more so because he thought Dan Quinn's defense was a better scheme fit. I do miss him, though. We definitely have needed him on our linebacking core for a while. 2nd and 13 now, though. Quick pump fake, grab it to a tight end screen, and only gains about the yardage they lost on the tackle for loss from the play previously. All right. So let's see here. There we go. For some reason, my football was locked and I couldn't move it over. There we are. Prescott trying to make some men jump. Play clock's rolling down. It's at 5. 3rd and 11. He's in shotgun with a back to his left. Takes a snap at the last second. They rush forward. There's pressure around him. Throws incomplete. Trying to throw it to CD Lamb in double coverage between two corners. He was trying to make some sort of... He was doing a hard count. Not getting anything. Goes up to the line to change and make an adjustment. And as the play clock's winding down, calls for the ball. Pressure was coming off the edges pretty quick, so he tries to get it to CD Lamb. Gap closed too quickly. So now here comes Brian Anger on for the punt. Kick is away. Short kick, and to the 30 is where it's going to go. Get about to the 32-yard line. Jalen Lane there making a quick return on the short punt. And so now with the 2-minute warning done and gone after this, the Commanders only have 2 timeouts, but still 1:56 left to go before the half. Still a good chance to put some points on the board. Whew. Let's go ahead. Grab this, go ahead and check a couple different things. Lots of tweets so far on Panthers Twitter about fans wanting to give Bryce Young their angle, but apparently he should be fine. All right. Ooh, my back hurts. All right, here we go. Coming at the 2-minute warning now, Jaden Daniels with a back to his right. 1:56 to go to try and put some points on the board before half. Quick dump off pass to his running back, who is going to be able to gain the first down. Powers through the tackle by Deron Bland. Gains about 11. All right. 1st and 10. Jaden Daniels having to run for it himself now. Is able to beat the rookie linebacker Shamar James and gets the first down. A gain of about 13 there. Washington's offense is finally getting some groove now. Daniels is by himself in the backfield now in shotgun. Daniels now, they rush only 4 on the Cowboys end. He has time in the pocket, moving around, and he throws it away. He got a little antsy himself. He had time if he stepped up or tried to move to his left instead. Instead, he moved to his right a little bit and just threw it away. Daniels now, 2nd and 10 after the throwaway. Ooh, there should be a penalty. There is not. Oh, there is. There's a penalty. He just goes deep downfield for it. Incomplete. Robbie Chosen wants a flag for pass interference, but he will not get one. They still do get a penalty, though. It's on 97 for a neutral zone infraction. Or an offsides, whichever one they said. I couldn't hear them. I think Chosen should have gotten a call there. It was pretty obvious pass interference. A dude barely turned his head around to the ball, was just kind of body blocking him. So, 2nd and 5 now, though, after the offsides penalty. Daniels takes a snap. He's looking to throw. They rush 5 on the Cowboys' end. He's probably going to have to take it himself again. He has an angle, and he will get the first down, barring what this flag may be. And it's an illegal contact penalty. Don't know what that means. For Kenneth Murray, former Chargers linebacker. And that will be tacked on to the end of the scramble by Jaden Daniels. So, first down. Jaden Daniels by himself now in the spread set. 1st and 10, takes the snap. They rush 4. Quick throw to the middle of the field, and it is a heavy tackle by DeRon Bland there, but they still gained about 6. And it's a handoff now to number 26, who stays on his feet after a big hit, and he'll make it to the 3-yard line. He may even get the 1-yard line, depending on where the refs say he actually bounced out of bounds. That's McNichols right there. Took a big hit, but was able to stay on his feet and made his way downfield. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be out right about the 1-yard line. Spun out of a tackle and then got hit pretty hard by Bell and was still able to push through that contact. Now with 1st and goal, Jaden Daniels keeps it himself and he will get the touchdown. Jaden Daniels rushing TD on the bingo board. And not to mention, +6 to their score. Leads cut down to 6, soon to be cut down to 5 if the extra point goes through. Extra point. Snap, hold, kick, and it is good, making it a 15-20 ball game. Good work coming there. Almost at halftime. All right, here we go. Kickoff is away to the 3, to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, and making his way forward, gets down right about the 26, probably like 28-yard line, actually. There is now 40 seconds remaining in this half. Cowboys are up by 5. They have 2 timeouts, and they have a kicker with a massive fucking leg. So they don't need much to be able to get into field goal position to try and make this an 8-point game. So Prescott takes a snap. They rush 4, and he will be sacked. Pocket collapses, and they will take the sack. All right, Prescott now looking to throw. They only rush 4 into Commanders. He throws deep downfield. It's caught by George Pickens. Heavy coverage on him. First down. Against Marshawn Lattimore, a beautifully placed ball by Dak Prescott, and that will be a Cowboys first down. And now a handoff to Javonte Williams, who has open space. He's at the 20, to the 15, to the 10, stiff arming, down at the 2. Would you look at that? I thought they were just going to be fighting to get the field goal range. They're threatening to score another touchdown before half. All right. Dak with a back to his right. Takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Commanders only rush 4. He has time, and he just puts a bullet to Ferguson for the touchdown. Would you look at that? From the 2-yard line. And the extra point is up, and it is good. The Cowboys put a whole 7 on in response to the end of the Commanders' half. So with those catches, I can only assume that Pickens is above 75 yards for this game already. I need to go and check this real quick just to make sure. No, he is 3 yards shy. He needs 3 yards before we can put that on the board. Would you look at that? So far on the Dak Prescott 2 TDs is also something we can put on the board now. So would you look at that? And a heavy hit on Luke McCaffrey on the return, and he is still down. Hopefully he's okay. He took the return, tried to hurdle, and took a heavy hit and a heavy fall. Ooh, he probably had the wind knocked out of him there. All right, let's see here. Anything else that we have on? I need to know, because if we have that fumble count when Dak lost the was it Dak or Jaden Daniels? One of them lost the snap, picked it up and lost it again. Does that count as a fumble? Because then we're probably going to get George Pickens 75 yards at some point in this game. Then we just need offensive PI for a bingo. I'm going to go ahead and put it to half. Ugh. Adjusting in my seat, getting a little bit comfier. I bet the Commanders are probably just going to knee. Luke McCaffrey is able to walk off on his own power after probably getting the wind knocked the fuck out of him. And yeah, they will take the knee. Alrighty. Holy shit, my back. Oh, fuck. All right. Oh, the Packers are actually trailing the Cardinals. That's interesting. And yeah, the Colts still looking great. Let's see here. Oh no, we are losing frames. That's not good.